All right, welcome back everyone. Dr. Ben, not a real doctor here. Today I'm going to share a little psoas release exercise. I'm kind of combining some of the concepts of somatics I've been working on with MoveNat as well as general fitness principles that I already have sort of played with a little bit. This is going to be a fairly high intensity exercise for your psoas muscles, so take it very carefully. Do very few reps when you start. When you're initially doing this, like the first week, only do like 1 rep on each side. You don't want to overdo it because sore psoas muscles are pretty miserable. So you're just going to find a nice place where you can lay down. So lay down on your back and keep your knees pointed towards the ceiling. So we're going to work on the first part of this, which is just getting your back flat to the ground. So all you're going to do is contract the deep back, the deep abdominal muscles, and push your lower back into the ground. Okay, you should feel your abs tightening up. We're going to practice this a few times. I'll keep my hands up so you can kind of see what's going on here. Okay, when you relax very slowly. Control the relaxation. Now, flatten your back to the ground. Hold it there. Now release. Very slowly, back to a neutral position. Now, if you can't contract these muscles well enough to get your lower back to the floor, you're not ready for the second part of this movement. So keep practicing getting your lower back to the ground until you can get and hold your lower back to the ground. Once you get that handled, then you can move on to the next part. So the next part, once you're ready, start by pushing your lower back into the ground. Now, very, very, very slowly, we're gonna pick up our right knee and we're gonna make a very small movement to start with. Keep your lower back pushed against the ground and just pick your foot up off the floor a few inches. Hold it there for just a second and then lower it down. Very slowly. Good. Now when you're first starting this, initially just 1 or 2 reps on each side. As you get more used to it, you'll be able to make the movement more challenging, and you'll also be able to do a few more reps. Remember, this is a release exercise, not so much a strengthening, beat the muscle up exercise. You can play with your range of motion as you get stronger. Keep your legs in this position. Flatten your lower back to the ground. Keep your lower back flattened. And then you can bring your knee up higher. Once you get to a comfortable position, hold the position. And then slowly bring your knee back down to the ground. Really focus on feeling the movement. Notice if your hip is turning in, so your knee is pointing to your off side, or if your knee is pointing to your inner side. These will give you clues about what muscles are being inefficient. And then you just try and control the movement very slowly on the way back down to track a nice straight line with your knee. As you get stronger, you'll be able to put your legs straighter and straighter. So once you've developed some strength and mobility again, and your hip, your psoas has started to release, and you've developed more control over the muscle, you'll be able to extend your leg, still keeping your lower back to the ground, but you'll be able to do much more challenging versions of the movement and further develop your control over the psoas muscles. Always slow and controlled on these training movements. Now, the thing to keep in mind here with all this psoas work is that the psoas attaches to the front of your spine. So problems with the psoas can manifest throughout the body. It'll alter your spinal posture. It can alter your hip posture. It can alter the way your body moves when it walks. So this is a great way to start restoring normal function to your psoas muscle. Remember, start slow, very small movements, 1 or 2 reps per side initially. Keep the exercise very simple. And then as you get stronger and you develop more control, make the movement more challenging. That's it for today. If you liked the video, smash that thumbs up button. Share the video with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing, and also check me out on Patreon. More information in the details below. Until next time, keep your life in motion, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving.